Whispering shadows. Mia had always loved old books. She spent her weekends browsing through second-hand shops, looking for anything that seemed mysterious or out of the ordinary. One rainy afternoon, she stumbled upon a small, forgotten bookstore tucked away in a narrow alley. Inside, the air was thick with the scent of aged paper and dust. As she browsed, an old leather-bound book caught her eye. The cover was worn, with no title, just a strange symbol etched into the leather. Curiosity got the better of her, and she bought it, despite the uneasy feeling that lingered in the back of her mind. That night, Mia settled into bed with the book. The pages were yellowed, and the ink was faded, but she could make out the text. It seemed to be a collection of old horror stories, each more chilling than the last. As she read, she noticed something strange. The words on the page seemed to shift, as if they were alive. Suddenly, the lights flickered, and a cold breeze swept through the room. Mia looked around, but all the windows were closed. The uneasy feeling grew stronger, but she couldn't stop reading. The stories became darker, more terrifying, and with each page she turned, the strange symbol on the cover seemed to glow faintly. Halfway through the book, Mia began to hear faint whispers. At first, she thought it was her imagination, but the whispers grew louder, more distinct. They seemed to be coming from the book itself. She tried to close it, but the pages wouldn't budge, as if they were glued together. The whispers turned into voices, soft, sinister voices calling her name. The room grew colder, and shadows began to gather around her, shifting and swirling like smoke. Mia's heart raced as she realized the stories weren't just fiction. They were real, and they were coming to life. Desperate, Mia threw the book across the room. It hit the wall with a loud thud, and the voices stopped. The room was silent again, but the shadows remained, hovering just out of reach. She knew she couldn't stay there any longer. Grabbing her coat, she fled the apartment, leaving the book and the whispers behind. Mia never returned to that apartment. She moved to a new place, but the experience haunted her. She never spoke of the book again, but late at night, when the wind howled and the shadows seemed to move on their own, she could still hear the faint whispers, calling her name from the darkness. Life lesson. Curiosity can lead us to discover fascinating things, but it's important to be cautious when we encounter something that feels unsettling. Trusting our instincts and knowing when to step away can protect us from hidden dangers. Not everything that seems intriguing is meant to be explored. English lesson. Uneasy. A feeling of discomfort or worry. Sinister. Something that seems evil or harmful. Faint. Not strong or clear, barely noticeable. Fled, ran away quickly from danger or something frightening.